When is a divorce good for children? I know the title may seem weird, but it actually is a reality, sadly, sometimes. So let's be clear. Divorce leaves a mark on children, okay? However, it's minimized if you have two adults who can amicably divorce and co-parent well together, okay? However, in high conflict divorces or in a divorce where one parent uses the kids as a pawn or leverage against them, it causes more harm to the kid. And then the worst situation is if one of the parents just leaves. And so not only did their family get destroyed, a parent abandoned them. I would argue that is what is worst for the kids. But this video is about when is divorce good for children. So I want to just be upfront. Most of the time, when a marriage doesn't work out, even if there were issues, the majority of parents can get along reasonably well. However, I see more and more men are getting divorced from women that have BPD, have other mental issues, are absolutely horrible human beings, not just to them, but to their children. Constantly screaming, everything is drama, the whole bit. I can think of 4 men right now that should be grateful a divorce is coming because living with this person is so horrific. And that's the kind of situation where divorce is good for the children. And I talk to men about this because sometimes the greatest gift of divorce for the children is to be removed from a mentally unstable parent or an angry, screaming, constantly off their meds parent 50% of the time. And let me tell you, again, I'm working with the top tier of men. I'm not working with the bottom tier because the very bottom tier men and women both have these issues. But I've got men who are great fathers, and they become even better fathers and dads, working on themselves, trying to get to a version 2.0, and then ultimately co-parenting. But there's every now and again, about 10 to 20% of the time, the mom's a problem. And the problem isn't just for them, it's for anyone who interacts with her, okay? And in those situations, if she's off her meds, she's got BPD, she won't get treatment, whatever the issue is, or she's just flat out a horrible human being. At a certain point, the best thing you can do for those children is get them away from her half the time. And I've seen it to a lesser degree where a mom's been incredibly selfish, doesn't care about what's best for the kids, it's all about what's best for her, because she thinks she's going to be some sort of special princess / influencer, whatever. They can come around, and that doesn't do as much harm, but all that does is make it better for dad, because when dad works on himself, is a version 2.0, is fully present with his children when he's there, that just cements the relationship. So that's when a divorce is good for children. When you've got a mom who's got tons of issues, yeah, get the kids away from mom at least 50% of the time. And again, this goes for besides the mental issues, besides the abusive behavior, there's physical violence. And men, if you have a spouse who is physically abusive, when there's a mark, you call the police, you have her arrested, you file a protective order. It will make your divorcing life easier when she's out of the house and has to have supervised visitation with her kids. All right? Have a great week. If you are struggling in your relationship, because I've been focusing on divorce a lot lately, the reality is about half the men turn their marriages around. So, if you're struggling, reach out below. Free consultation. Let's see if we can't help you on the path of creating a version 2.0 life for yourself. Catch you later, brother.